Hello, sweet beings. Long time no reading. It's Anna, and today we're going to do an oracle reading with the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Just felt called to use this deck, and we're going to do it a little bit differently than normal with the setup here. I just kind of had an idea yesterday about how I want to try to do these. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to shuffle these. And this is just a general reading, but if you have a specific question that you would like to ask, you can. I don't have any specific question myself right now, so that's why it's just a general reading. I know it's Easter too, so if you are celebrating that or have a question relating to that in some way, you could use that. And of course, your interpretation of the cards might be different than mine, and that's okay. So I will just say what I think when we get there. But instead of pulling cards for each pile, what I'm going to do is sort of fan these out, fan the deck out. Into a mostly straight pile. Okay, and I have 3 charms I'm going to put on different places in the deck, and then I will take the cards that are under that charm for that reading. So you'll be able to pick your charm and pick your reading that way, or whichever part of the pile looks most interesting to you. So I have this green bead with some pink flower designs on it. I'm going to put that right here. And then I have this white dragonfly. I'm going to put that right here. And then I have, nice for Easter, a piece of candy. I'm going to put that right here. Okay, so go ahead and pick whichever one looks best to you, and we will look at your cards and we might pull some charms for you as well. And here are the piles that I pulled out if you want to see them that way, and if that's helpful to make your choice. Okay, so group 1, if you picked this green bead with pink flower designs on it, this is your reading. So let's first see what cards you got. Oh, sunny day. The Observer, one of my favorites that I've seen in this deck. And Secrets. Wow. So I am getting the feeling like there is something that something's been going on, and a lot of it might be out of your control. The feeling I get from this oh sunny day, it doesn't look like a sunny day right there. It looks like it's kind of a gloomy day, and she's maybe waiting. She's dreaming like, oh, sunny day, where have you gone? When are you coming back? So things might not be going quite your way, and you have maybe taken a step back from something and you are trying to just observe and see if you can figure things out that way, which I think usually is a good thing to do if you're stuck in something that you don't like or you can't figure out what's going on. Taking a step back is always a good idea, and sort of becoming this observer. And then secrets. So I don't get the feeling like you're keeping secrets. I feel like you have a strong feeling that someone is keeping secrets from you. And maybe by observing, it is interesting, you know, the way these came up, that the observer is looking right at the one who has secrets. So maybe by taking this step back, you're going to be able to see more clearly the character of this person who might be keeping secrets from you. And sunny days will come again. The numbers on these are interesting too. We've got 40, 50, and then 43. 40 would just be 4 in numerology, and 4 can represent challenges. It can represent sort of a restructuring the foundation, but that can be a challenging time. Whereas 5 for 50, 5 is more about being in the moment and, you know, just kind of accepting things for what they are. So I think that's a good place to be in, even though this might be an unfortunate situation that you're looking at here. And then 43 is 7, which is kind of a mysterious number. 7 can be very spiritual. It can be about faith, but it can also be like, yeah, we don't really know what's going on there. So let's see if the charms have any more advice for you. And I'm just going to leave the cards in there, and we'll put the charms on top of them, and, well, although they might fall beneath. Here, maybe I'll take the cards out, but I'll keep them visible for us. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Another 4. Yeah. So definitely some challenges right now, but ultimately for the best, I think, because any challenge that leads you to restructure and make your foundation more solid, that challenge is worth it in the end. We are also in a 4 calendar year, 2020. That's 4. So this whole year might have that sort of theme for you. But that's okay, because, yeah, like I said, a new foundation would probably be good. I don't know if you are missing traveling, missing some kind of, we have this upside down hotel, like you're missing some kind of traveling opportunity, but maybe using this time to travel spiritually. That's the message I kind of get with this white sparkly bead. And I think you have been connecting to nature, which these green ones, ooh, and finding peace. See, this is beautiful. It's interesting how in a dark time, when some shady stuff is going on, you can still connect to your peace and your sense of just faith and knowing that things are going to turn out. I have this big open heart with Magician Mickey in it, from Fantasia. So you have this magic. Your heart and how you feel is magical. Don't let it get taken advantage of by someone who is keeping secrets from you. This is a nice windmill. I feel like you have a lot of light. You are sort of this like light breeze, and maybe you're not used to dealing with things like these cards are describing, but I think you're handling it well. And I think the message is just to keep as pure as you can. Don't let these things touch you, deep down, where you have that purity and that sense of just serenity. Hold on to that. That is what I'm seeing for you. So I hope you enjoyed this, or that it was helpful. And I'm sorry if you do have someone keeping secrets from you. And I think that at least you have the knowing to take a step back from that and know that you're magical and that you deserve better than that. So stay well, and much love to you. All right, if you picked the white dragonfly, then this message is for you. Let's see what cards we have first here. Oh, beautiful. My home is my castle. It's a good way to be feeling right about now. Gorgeous. Okay, and let's see, we have flower spirit. Wow. Another gorgeous card. Okay, and last we have home in the sky. Wow. Yeah, I feel like you are really embracing this time to be at home. If you are getting to do that, if you're getting to spend a lot of time just where you are and connect with your spirit, I feel like this is, are you an introvert? Because this pretty well describes my reaction to staying home. It's like, yep, I could do this all day. I was born for this. I could do this for a long time because my home is my castle. I spend a lot of time here. I spend a lot of time making it a place that I like to be. And this home in the sky card makes me think of your home is not just, your house or your apartment or where you reside. Your home is really wherever you are. So you extend this sense of wonderfully being at home. You extend that out to even when you're not at home, you feel at home. And gosh, this flower spirit is just gorgeous. So maybe you've been connecting to nature a lot too, going outside, and maybe flowers are blooming where you are. And these are just, I feel like you are in a really good place. And I feel like I just got a thought that there might be for some of you, there might be some people telling you that you're crazy, to be enjoying all this time at home, or that it doesn't make sense, for anyone to be enjoying this. But don't listen to them. You can make the most out of whatever you want, because it is totally fine to accept things as they are and enjoy the time that you have to be at home. And this is just beautiful. I feel like you're in a really, really good place, and you're really making the most out of this situation. And maybe if you don't identify as an introvert, you at least have a side of you that really does enjoy just this kind of laying low and being at peace. And gosh, yeah, I know I've said beautiful like 5 times, but these are just super, super beautiful cards here. So let's pull some charms and see what those might have to say for you. Sorry, keep that all in frame there. All right, so anything else for this group who seems to be doing really well, and any other messages? Let's see. Okay. We have an upside down car. Haven't been driving much, eh? And oh, look at this cluster. So we have a dragonfly, we have a butterfly, and we have this like service pin. I feel like you are, that's another message for you, is that you are being of service, even just by having this sense of enjoyment, this sense of peace in this situation. You are being of service to the world. I think you have undergone a lot of transformation. You have shown that you can adapt to a lot of situations, and just by being in this state, holding this frequency, you are being of great service. So that is just beautiful. And this 4, that could represent, our current year that we're in. 2020 is a 4 year. And 4 can be about challenges, but it can also be about establishing a solid foundation. And I think, if you feel this way about your home and you're connected to this way of being, then you have a very solid foundation. So it could just be confirmation of that. What do we have here? Oh, beautiful. Yin and yang, finding the light in the darkness. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you are. Got a cactus here. Maybe you live in the desert somewhere, or in a desert climate. And oh, tree of life. So beautiful. You just have these like infinite possibilities. So hopefully this is bringing, if you for some reason maybe didn't feel like you were in a good place, like maybe you have felt like you're in this kind of rut, you're in a standstill, you're like, where am I going? I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, all I know is I meditate and I connect to I like being at home, but other than that, I feel like I have like no direction. I would say that's okay. It's okay to feel like that, because this tree of life is showing me that you have these infinite possibilities ahead of you, and that everything is okay. The fact that you're able to find the light in the darkness and have this kind of solid foundation, you're doing more than you realize just by being, is the message for you, my dears. Wow. So beautiful. I hope that you enjoyed that, and that it was either lovely confirmation, or that it, if you didn't know that you were in a great place, then maybe this changed your tune and you can realize, wow, I really am doing fine, and great even. So stay well, and much love to you. All right, if you picked the candy charm, then this message is for you. So let's see what cards we have here. We have weaving flowers. That's the cover of the box. Nice. Weaving flowers. Beautiful. Okay. And then we have Eva. A mermaid's love. That's cool because 24 adds up to 6, which is a very loving number. That's the number of the card The Lovers in tarot, as I'm sure you probably know. Wow. Wow. So I feel like you are really blossoming in some way right now. That's how I feel really about all three of these. We have the weaving flowers, and then we're in this garden, and then we have this connection between two people, this man with a bird on his hat. I feel like you're blooming. You're undergoing quite a transformation right now. And whatever might have caused that, it might have been something quite challenging, just from the fact that I don't see her eyes there. You know, she's a little bit, this card is beautiful, but I get the sense she's a little bit almost coming out of like melancholy. And then we have this sort of fierceness behind the eyes in Eva, as if, you know, all of this new life growth around her is maybe a little bit in defiance of something else that she's overcome. And this, I think, the mermaid's love is a chance for new love. So that makes me think that, you know, maybe an old love ended, and that's what caused this sort of transformation, and you're transforming into this beautiful creature, and that's obviously going to attract another, you know, like soul, another beautiful creature for you to be with. And I think that I don't know if this has happened yet, this connecting with someone else. And I don't know if that's even your goal, because I also feel like you might be perfectly content to just be weaving flowers, be blossoming like in a garden. You're doing your own thing. You're making a comeback from something. And this is where you will have this eventually, if you don't already have this kind of connection and love. It's funny, I didn't notice at first these like feathers coming off of him. So there's like a mermaid and a bird, a fish and a bird in love in a way. So a message that just came to me from that is that when a connection does happen for you, it might not necessarily be someone that you'd expect. Like, he might not necessarily be your normal type, and it might just kind of catch you by surprise. And that's beautiful. Wow. So yeah, I think you've been through something and you're making like a comeback from it, and ultimately you're coming back stronger and, you know, more full of life and more potential ahead of you. Let's see if the charms have anything more to say for your situation or your advice here. Okay. Interesting. These two, like this pumpkin and spider, this makes me think of fall, and so I'm wondering, like, if this love connection hasn't happened for you yet, maybe fall is when it's coming for sure. And Let's see. Ooh, and oh yeah. Look at that key. So you know that you have the power to change your life. This is just confirmation of that. You have been changing your life. I feel that. So that key is a beautiful, oh, no way. The mermaid. Oh, that is beautiful. Wow. I wonder if that has more meaning for some of you specifically. Like maybe you resonate a lot with mermaids. Maybe you're a water sign. Maybe you have a lot of water sign energy in your chart. Yeah, mermaids are very like beautiful, mythical, wondrous creatures. So, oh my gosh. And we have dolphins too. Wow. That's awesome. I love synchronicity. And do you love synchronicity too? I get that feeling maybe because these both definitely water. So in this, transformation, in this comeback, I think you've done a lot of really deep work. That is saying to me too, like deep in the depths, like of your soul, of your being. You're really like coming into your own here. And there's a lot of grounding energy with these black buttons. You're really like holding it together. You're giving yourself some really strong roots. Like with this tree too, really strong roots. And that's awesome. Maybe that's something that you didn't feel like you had before and you're making it for yourself. And we have a dragonfly here, adaptability. We've got a flower. Oh yeah, blooming, weaving flowers. and this is a blooming flower in a heart as well. So, oh, those charms just are going with those cards beautifully. I love it. And we do also have some cigarettes here. So there's a couple different things that could mean. Maybe you have some fire too, which I saw in Eva's eyes. So maybe that just represents some fire. You're taking stuff, you're setting it ablaze, you're really transforming. It could also be an indication that maybe you have some vices. Maybe this transformation, looks pretty on the outside, but it's been difficult on the inside, and you've had to cope with it in some ways. So maybe you're spending some time with certain vices like cigarettes, and I think it's okay to do that from time to time if that's what you feel like you need, and then just be aware of how it's making you feel. So many buttons. You're just like pulling it all together, and it's beautiful. I love these synchronicities with the charms, and I'm so excited for you. I feel proud of you. I know that might sound weird to say, but that just came in. I'm very proud of you, whatever you've been through, that you're overcoming here and you're blossoming, and it's going to pay off if it hasn't already. And you have such beauty within you and ahead of you. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and be patient. If this hasn't come yet, by fall, I think for sure. So, oh, thank you for being you. Much love.